Hi friends, today we are going to see sensors and its types. Now, contents of this presentation is as per the sequence: sensor basics, then classification of sensor, then active sensors and passive sensors, what is the difference between them, then analog sensors and digital sensors, and finally various types of sensors. Now let us see what is meant by sensor. Sensor is a device that produces an output signal for the purpose of sensing of a physical phenomenon. So if you want to sense something, then it is a device which produces an output signal of what we are going to sense or what we are going to measure. Now, sensor is a device that receives and responds to the signal. So it catches the signal, whatever things that we want to measure, and it gives output. This signal must be produced by some type of energy such as heat, light, motion, or chemical reaction. Okay, so the signal must be produced so that sensor can sense, right? Once a sensor detects one or more of these signals like heat, light, motion, chemical reaction, that is an input, then it converts it into an analog or digital representation of input signal. So we will be having input signal in the form of heat, light, motion and chemical reaction, what we want to measure, and sensors convert that input signal into output, and output will be in the form of analog or digital, right? So based on this explanation, the sensors are used in all aspects of life to detect and or to measure different conditions. So we in our daily life we come across various types of sensors, right? In case of our two-wheeler bike, four-wheeler bike, we daily used to come across with the sensors. Typically, sensors converts a recognized signal into an electrical analog or digital output that is readable. So this is what the sensor is. Now classification of sensors. Now there are two broad categories. First is active and passive sensors, and second is analog and digital sensors. So let us see one by one what is active sensor, what is passive sensor. Okay. Now active sensors. These types of sensor that produces output signal without the help of external excitation supply. So these type of sensors doesn't require any external excitation supply. So the own physical properties of the sensors vary with respect to applied external effect. Therefore it is called as self generating sensors, as it doesn't require any external supply. Okay, so any sensors which requires to input energy to the environment in order to retrieve the measurement is active sensors. Okay, example is photovoltaic cell, thermocouple, piezoelectric devices. So these kind of material doesn't require any external source for the operation of sensor or to get output. Okay, so next is passive sensors. In case of passive sensor, it produces output signal with the help of external excitation supply. So it requires some external device that has to be connected to sensor. Then and then the passive sensors will work. So they need any extra stimulus or voltage in order to operate the passive sensors. The sensors are able to retrieve a measurement without actively interacting with the environment. So they are able to retrieve the measurement without actively interacting with the environment, whatever environment that we are going to observe, right? Example is strain gauge, magnetometer, barometer. So this require external excitation supply. Next is analog sensor. In case of analog sensors, the sensor that produces continuous signal with respect to time with analog output is called as analog sensors. The analog output generated is proportional to measured input given to system. Generally, analog voltage in the range of 0 to 5 volt or current is produced as output. The various physical parameters like temperature, stress, pressure, displacement, etc. are examples of continuous signal. When data is converted and transmitted digitally, it is called digital sensors. Now next type of sensor is digital sensor. So we want to convert the data and transmit it digitally. So digitally means in the form of 0 on 1 or on off. So we will get digital signal in the form of 0 or 1. Digital sensors produce discrete output signals. Discrete signals will be non-continuous with time. Digital output can be in the form of logic 1 or logic 0 or on off 0 1. Okay. The measured signal is converted into digital signal inside the sensor itself without any external component. So whatever things has to be sensed, that is converted into digital form inside the sensor without any help of external excitement component. Now these are the various types of sensors you can see. First of all, light sensor, under that IR sensor. IR sensors means infrared sensors. Generally infrared light is not visible to human eye, and the wavelength of infrared rays is more as compared with normal light. So human cannot sense that particular temperature. Okay, so for that reason, to capture infrared radiation, IR sensors are used. So next type of light sensor is photodiode, that is IR receiver. Next one we can see that light dependent resistor. Okay, so the resistance will be vary depending upon the intensity of light, so that we can measure what is the intensity of light. So next comes temperature sensors. Under that, thermistor and thermocouple. Thermistor means it is a temperature sensitive resistor, and thermocouple means it produces voltage in accordance or in relation with the temperature, right? Difference between them is that thermocouple can be used for high temperature as compared with thermistor. Okay. Then next is pressure, force or weight sensor. So we have seen strain gauge to calculate pressure or to calculate, to have a pressure sensor. Okay, so for that purpose strain gauge is used. Then another type is load cell, or it is also called as weight sensor. So to calculate weight of particular thing, load cells are used. Okay, so strain gauge and load cells, these are the examples, or these are the types of sensors for pressure, force or weight sensor. And next is position sensor. Example is potentiometer and encoder. So these are the various types of sensors that come under position sensor and potentiometer and encoder. Now these are the some examples of sensors you can see here. You can see here ultrasonic sensor, then proximity sensor you must have seen in some of our labs. Okay, then thermistor we have discussed here, temperature sensor, light sensor, then smoke sensor, alcohol sensors, then gas sensors. Okay, emission of particular gas, to detect emission of particular gas. Then color sensor, this is one type of temperature sensors, LM35, right? Rain sensor, then PIR sensor, then water flow sensor, ultrasonic sensor, then soil moisture sensor used to calculate moisture in the soil, then gyroscope, then photo transistor, very small sensor, humidity sensor, touch sensor, IR sensor we have seen. Okay, so there are two types of IR sensor, transmittive type and reflective type. So these are the various types of sensors. This is another is heartbeat sensors. Okay, so these are the various types of sensors, and we will discuss it in detail in our one of our presentation. Okay, thank you friends.